Hello, everybody. This is Staff Minister Drew Carter bringing you our Grace preview for our virtual Sunday school materials that will be for this coming Sunday, March 7th. In our Northwestern Publishing House playlist, we'll be on lesson number 13. That playlist will be linked in our description. And lesson 13 is about Jesus visiting his two friends, Mary and Martha. Mary and Martha were siblings, they were sisters. Martha was the older sister, Mary was the younger sister. They also had a brother, Lazarus, who you might recognize from another Bible story. But Jesus was coming to visit them. And so to kind of preview and set the scene for this lesson, I'll tell you a story from my own childhood, or maybe not just a specific story, but something that happened every single time we were going to have company at my house growing up. I had two siblings. I had a brother, or have a brother, and I have a sister. And we would wake up some mornings, and my mom would say, "People are coming over. Wake up, it's time to start cleaning." And so that's exactly what we would start to do, right? We'd wake up and we'd complain because we're kids and, no one wants to clean up and clean everything. Does that mean we have to dust, vacuum, all the little details, right? You had to really, really clean the house because you were having company over later that day. And so we would spend all morning cleaning up the house, making sure it looked great before people came for lunch or dinner or whenever people were going to come visit our house. And that was a lot of work. And my mom had us do that because she wanted people to see the house in the best possible way. She wanted to have visitors see the house clean, the way it should look all the time. Of course, when you have kids, your house is never clean all the time. But you want to present the best. You want to look the best for your guests. And so we would always complain. And I remember one time as a kid, I said, "Mom, isn't this like lying? Because the house does not look like this all the time. The house is messy a lot of the time, so aren't we not being genuine about who we are?" But it's just like on a Sunday, you want to dress your best for Jesus. It's the same kind of thing. When you have people over, you want the house to look as good as you can have it look. Not because that's lying, but because that's considerate. It's nice for your guests to not have to deal with a messy house. And so it's important to be considerate. It's important to be a good host and to have your house cleaned up a little when you have people over. And so that leads into our story because Martha got very focused on the cleaning and the cooking and all these other things that are important when you have a guest. But she will get upset with her sister Mary. And that's the point when Martha goes from trying to be a good hostess to maybe doing something wrong in trying to get on her sister's case. And so Mary decides that she's going to pay more attention to the guest than the house once Jesus arrives. And that causes some conflict between her and her sister that your teachers will tell you about. I'm sure you can all relate to having to clean up before guests come over, but I'm sure you can also relate to once those guests come, and once those guests are in your house, your parents want you to interact with those guests some. As much as you might want to just go into your room and play with toys, your parents probably want you to talk to whoever is over, whether it's friends or grandparents or whoever it might be. You need to interact with your guests some. And so we can certainly understand what it's like to have people over at our house. And that's exactly what this story is all about, is having people over to your house. Only this person is Jesus. And that makes the story a little bit special this weekend. So, you can, again, find that lesson, lesson 13, in the Northwestern Publishing House playlist. If there's any questions or concerns, you can feel free to email me at my church email address, and we can get those things sorted. We hope that these are a continued blessing for you and your family as you go through virtual Sunday school. A little grace connection is a good thing, and we're happy to provide that. And so, hopefully, God blesses your studies this weekend, and everybody is staying safe and healthy. And we really hope to be seeing people real soon. But we'll continue to do these virtual Sunday school lessons for as long as they're necessary. So we're happy to do that for you. Have a great weekend, everybody, and God bless. Bye.